Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the Generic Anime Podcast, where we actually remember to record episodes on time. So,
Occasionally.
yeah, occasionally. So, anyways, what have you guys been doing since whenever we recorded the last one? I don't remember.
For the first time in 3 months, I have been editing a long-form video.
Whoa!
It's actually almost done. I got like 3 minutes left to do it.
Let's go.
Yay! Cheese and me just return to long-form content.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like
Jeez.
I'll try to do bi-weekly videos from now on because my last exam that's like I can't decide when it is happening on Monday, and then I'm much more freer from uni stuff.
Good. That's good, because we talked about it a little bit before we started, but I've been looking forward to a couple of videos. The Moomin one, the
Yeah.
Haikyuu one, I think is quite cool.
The
as well.
Haikyuu one I'm hoping will do really well.
Yeah, I've seen Haikyuu videos do really well, and I
Yeah.
think I don't know, Haikyuu fans are like kind of like One Piece fans, and like they're very like rabid. Like
Yeah.
they love Haikyuu, like they love it.
There isn't that many Haikyuu videos in general, so
I mean,
You can
I think
serve
that
them up to good.
there is a certain limitation on Haikyuu videos. Like, for example, it's an anime about volleyball. How much more stuff can you talk about it?
Yeah.
I got a video idea for that. Can LeBron beat the team from Haikyuu?
they play different sports.
That would actually be That would actually be quite funny.
Doesn't
Video idea.
LeBron
How
plays
did Haikyuu
basketball, right?
affect LeBron's legacy?
No, but I feel like you could definitely like power scale, like give him imaginable
yeah.
attributes. How would
Wouldn't
his
that be
jump
more?
and his
Wouldn't that be
power-
more? What's the fucking Kuroko no Basuke?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Slam
that would
dunk,
be- that
maybe.
would be-
No, but
LeBron-
it's funnier because he doesn't
Yeah.
play volleyball. That's what makes it extra funny.
I saw a video of how the fall of Constantinople affected LeBron's legacy.
The fuck.
I mean, it must have had some effect.
People are using LeBron's career as like a metric of measuring time now.
I mean, one of the things
That's
that
when you
AI
know when
is.
it's fully made it.
Yeah,
One of the things that AI quality is measured against how well it can
You are my
how well it can animate Will
sunshine.
Smith eating pasta. So you know,
True. Oh my god, I hate those videos.
yeah. They're
Wait,
awful.
what video?
Well, one quality measure for AI is how well it can animate Will Smith eating pasta.
Oh, I did hear about that. Sometimes the pasta looks kind of like,
Yeah.
you know.
Animates
I
Italian
think
instincts
apparently
kicking
like
into measuring the
creating
goodness of the pasta.
creating fake pasta is really hard, so that it still
Well,
looks good.
I can make real pasta pretty easy, so
Yeah.
I'm better than AI.
I
But the
burnt
question
my
is, can
pasta.
anime make better pasta than consumer?
No, I can't. I probably can't. I probably.
So wait, guys, remember? So with making pasta, right? You get a saucepan, you fill it with oil, and you put the pasta in there, right?
Yeah, but I can still fuck that up. I can
Yeah.
still manage to fuck that up.
That's just fried, like.
Yeah, fried
Pasta,
dough
so
essentially.
why-
If we ever meet up, we need to make fresh pasta, like fresh homemade pasta.
That would be kind of cool, actually.
I've
You
made
know,
it a few
that would
times.
be-
It's quite fun.
It will probably taste better than deep fried butter
Yes,
and bacon
yeah.
infused ice cream. So
I've had bacon ice cream. It's not too bad, but I don't know how they
Bacon
made it.
ice cream?
It was in Greece.
in Greece of all places,
All
what
the-
the-
There was like this. There was like a tiny shop in Santorini that sold like different kinds of weird ice creams. There was one that was Mentos, for example, and then there was bacon. There was a lot of like really odd ones, but I don't know how they made it. Like, was it the real thing, or did they use some kind of aromatics for them?
probably flavoring.
Yeah.
But then again, in America, there's places that sell bacon like ice cream.
The weirdest one I've ever seen is ibuprofen ice cream, and
Huh?
to my knowledge, ibuprofen doesn't taste like anything.
That's
Would you
just.
guys ever go?
Have you
like,
got any
hard
ibuprofen?
grill?
I got a headache.
According to the legends in Finnish military, ibuprofen can cure everything up to and including severed limbs.
Makes
It-
sense.
Oh,
the
damn,
go-to
your
whenever-
leg.
It's the go-to whenever you go to the military doctor. Like, yeah, just take some ibuprofen, it'll be fine.
Just take some ibuprofen, it will be fine.
I see. You've been shot. Ibuprofen.
My dad.
I
had,
mean, it
like,
would probably help at least a little bit.
yeah, my
and if you
dad
didn't have
had. He like when he was still serving as a captain, he went to. Like he fell with a motorcycle because it's a bit icy, and he went to see the doctor and like, hey, my arm hurts, and the doctor says, yeah, it's a bit shaken up. Just take some ibuprofen, and then he after the exercise when they came back from Lapland, he went to see a civilian doctor, and his arm was broken in 7 places.
Oh, jeez.
Like, cool. I kind of get it with the conscripts because the idea is that they always just want to get out of service, but with a fucking enlisted officer.
Yeah, just some ibuprofen and you're fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
The arm is literally contorted like a different way.
Just the bone is like sticking out like there. It's like,
Yeah,
ibuprofen.
just a bit shaken up.
Fine. You can have a bandage as well now.
Yeah, it's almost as bad as school nurses.
Oh my god.
The ice pack.
Yeah, no, we had this school nurse, like, if you were a girl and it didn't matter what the problem was, her first question is, are you pregnant? And if you were a guy, it didn't matter what you complained, it's all about smoking. Like, it's because you're smoking, even if you aren't a smoker.
Bitch, I'm asthmatic. I can't smoke. You've been smoking. That's why you got asthma.
It was, that was
They need
worst
the dun
school
dun
nurse we've
nurse.
ever had.
I think my school nurse, she was like, with every problem, there was like, just drink a little bit of water with sugar. That's it. That's good. That's fine.
That's some proper, like, old people cures.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been to the school nurse.
The fuck?
You've never been to school?
No, I mean, to be fair, that would be preferable. I'd rather not go to school, but like, in terms of, I don't remember seeing. Oh, the only time I've seen the school, it was that asthma attack. Yeah.
I was gonna wonder if Speedy went to some STD check or something at school nurse.
I don't think I'm capable of getting one of them.
You started it in that way, though. It sounded like it's gonna be something dodgy.
No, it was asthma attack. They told me to sit down. They just told me to sit
Excellent.
down in there for a couple of hours. So yeah, that was
Is
it.
asthma is your asthma something that gets better with time and then you don't need inhalers
It
and
got
stuff?
it
or-
got better with time. It used to be very bad when I was a kid, but now it's gotten like a bit better. I'm able to do a little bit of cardio. I say a little bit.
Just
I
doesn't-
could do cardio.
Isn't it like advisable to do cardio if you have asthma? Like, as long as you don't get the asthma attacks, they will make it better if
I
you're
am.
in better shape.
I genuinely don't know.
In
I never.
theory. Yeah.
I got given the asthma like help leaflet things, but I never read them because I couldn't be bothered, so I throw them in the bin.
Because I remember when, since B has asthma, I remember like one of the recommendations from the doctor was that if she can do any kind of sports, it's better to be in better shape. Like then it's less likely to hit you with the asthma
Yeah.
attacks.
To be fair, ever since I've gone to the gym, it's gone way down. So, like, I have to. The only thing I take this brown inhaler preventer now, and then I take it's here, this one if I'm feeling wheezy or about to start exercise kind of thing, or if I'm feeling.
Wasn't there a thing that some kids were using THC oils in asthma inhalers in Britain like a few years ago?
It wouldn't surprise me. They fit drugs into
Yeah,
anything.
sounds like
Wasn't
something
it-
they got
wasn't
up to.
it, Galaxy gas? Something like that. Wasn't
I think it might have been.
There was a
It
big
had this,
thing
like,
here with with the CO2 gas from airsoft guns.
Yeah, I remember there was like similar issues because obviously people used to vape THC oil, and it's you really don't want vaporized oil in your lungs.
Yeah.
Bro, I've heard so many strange stories. No, not strange, but I don't even know if it's more strange or stupid of how people can find like whatever stuff to get high. You know?
Oh,
like
yeah,
they
absolutely.
use like those spray cans.
Yeah.
Spray
Yep.
cans to get high. Like that shit literally kills your brain cells. Like
Yeah,
There was
getting high,
there was a
it's
video
stupid.
of a guy on the internet who smoked a
Just
McDonald's
get brain
fry.
damage instead.
there is also that South Park episode
Oh my god.
with the
Which
cats.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually
People
part of the
smell
South
like
Park
glue.
game as well. If
Oh,
you ever
God.
the South Park, the fractured butthole, there was like a whole like chapter of it dedicated to those cats.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, literally, you're fighting the police chief, and then he does the thing to the cat, and then he gets strength bonus.
Why?
It's such a
Some
funny
South
game.
Park, some South Park jokes are so cursed.
Yeah.
The
I mean, I'd
Jared
say
the
most,
Jared
if
the
not
subway
all
gun is
are.
AIDS. Is the funniest one.
Is it there's
Still
one South
looking
Park
good.
episode where they eat Lindsay Lohan, or is it's Paris Hilton or Lindsay Lohan? They eat her.
Oh no, Paris Hilton. Did she go? Then Mr. Slave.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that one. No,
Paris
there's-
Hilton, Mr. Slave.
There's one where they eat some celebrity as well. Like there's a mob that just eats a celebrity.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember about the celebrity part, but there's
reasonable
in
reaction.
in South in one of
I
the
mean, the
episodes of
Dutch
South
did that
Park.
to their prime minister in real life.
Yeah, in one of the episodes of South Park, someone pisses off Eric Cartman, so he kills their parents and turns them into chili.
Yeah,
Yeah,
makes
I
them
know
eat
that
it.
one.
That's literally the only clip that I've seen of South Park. I'm
I've seen
yeah,
like
that's
random
enough.
episodes here
That's
and there.
I have the whole season 17 on my. Is it season 17? I think it's season
How
17 on
how
my
many seasons of
PS5.
South Park
20
are there?
something now, 25 maybe.
Now, the real question is, are there more episodes of South Park than One Piece? Let's see.
It's definitely not.
That is a good. When did South Park start?
It should be about. I think it's like 250, 260 episodes. Because
There are
like 10 episodes.
328 episodes of South Park, so there is even more Naruto than there's South. There's more canon Naruto than there's South Park.
Oh my god.
How
Damn,
much
you hate to
canon?
see-
How much canon South Park is there?
Isn't all South Park like there are no fillers in South Park because it doesn't follow any kind of like.
Because
previous story.
Kenny dies in every episode, but then he comes back to life. I mean, there's a few like episodes like the PS4 Xbox War, and then the.
Speedy, what the fuck are you playing with? There's like a weird crackling coming through.
Yes, I'm just doing
Yeah, your
that.
mic's
It's
picking
just
that
nice.
up.
Oh, damn it! No fidget toys for me.
Sorry, is
No
what you should
fidget
say.
Oopsie.
Oh boy.
But yeah, there's like there's
Whoopsie.
there is the Man Bear Pig episodes. There is the PS4 and Xbox One console wars episodes, which ties into the Stick of Truth game a little bit. And what other episodes? There's the drug dealing grandmas as well.
South Park concepts are just so weird.
The Man Bear Pig one was the best one. Because there's a scene where he's like, Man Bear Pig is destroying a restaurant, and there's some guy, he's saying like, yeah, Man Bear Pig isn't real, and then just all these people getting ripped and eaten apart, eaten and killed, and then he
You
gets
guys-
killed. It's like, oh shit.
That- who are worse? Like, what are worse? South Park fans or Rick and Morty fans?
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty,
fans.
Rick and Morty, Rick and Morty, Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty fans are the like irritating assholes who pretend to be really smart because they watch fucking Rick and Morty.
Ah yes, quantum physics.
Look at me! I'm a pickle!
I'm a pickle. How is
A
that
pickle
so
Rick!
funny? I'm a pickle. Rick. I'm a
Like I will
Rick and
say, Rick and Morty is really fun, but it's one of the series that got ruined by its fans the hardest.
Yeah.
Like My Hero Academia.
Yeah, I mean a lot of
Also
anime.
just fell
Sword Art
off a little
Online.
bit,
Okay,
too.
Sword Art Online is terrible to begin with, but you know.
True.
There's also some like recently there's been some really fucking unhinged Jujutsu Kaisen fans.
Yeah, there was one Jujutsu Kaisen fan in Japan who bought about 20 or 30 copies of them, or maybe even about 100 copies of one of the manga to get the slip of paper for a popularity contest to vote Gojo.
I mean that's normal.
Yeah, and then there was the whole jar incident. Okay, maybe more. There's quite a few jar incidents.
Yeah, it's
with the female
like-
fans.
out of anime fans, I think My Hero Academia is still probably the worst fandom because fucking hell, some of those people. It could just be the case of the weird ones are the loudest on social media. I'm fully
I think-
aware of that.
You
think
haven't
that's
seen
the
the Girls
case.
and Panzer community. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, the Girls and Pons of it community is real. Like, there's very weird aspects of it, but as like outwardly hostile, they're nowhere near as bad as the My Hero fans.
Yeah. I mean, there are some who really, really, really like the 1930s, you know.
Yeah,
all
there
these
are.
dictators.
There are also lots and lots of Guna fans of Girls and
period
Panzer.
of time.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm not proud to admit that I was part of that community.
My God, Speedy,
Wait,
how dare
which
you?
community, Speedy? Hold on.
Which one of them?
The Guna one. The Guna one. The Gooner side. The Gooner side.
Okay.
We're not
Guys,
surprised that you were part of a Gooner community, Speedy.
Gooner side episode 2, come on.
This is
Oh my
coming
God.
from a man, aka Speedy, who currently has a Discord profile picture of Rias Grammary from High School DxD.
Yeah, but she's eating pizza though, it's different.
Yeah, but it's still Rias Grammary from High School DxD.
What the fuck do you want me to put
by
it
the way,
then? I just want, do you want me to put it as a car?
The other day, me and Speedy, we were having a conversation about High School DxD, and I want to ask you guys that same question. Okay, do you guys think that without all the ecchi bits that is in High School DxD, would it still be not saying that it would be as popular as it is right now? But
It
would
is
still be a good show.
Shite without it. Like even the edge bits are really shite.
Nah, it would just be Sword Art Online, bro. It would just
Yeah,
be Sword Art Online.
Okay.
the story of High School DxD, I would argue it's even worse than Sword Art Online.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's simple.
It is
But-
funny though, I guess. It has its humor.
Here's
Yeah, I
the
don't
only
think it
gripe
was
that I have with High School DxD that I was even telling Speedy about.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, just make it a hentai. There's no
Yeah.
reason why. Like, if in lore of the story, Issei gets stronger every time that he thinks about boobs or he touches
Yep.
boobs or whatever. No, just make him fuck every.
But they already
every
made a
girl.
show about that.
Yeah, they
Did
did.
they?
Testament
That-
New Devil.
Yeah.
Ah,
Now
but-
that whole show.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
yeah, I just started watching
That's
that.
very similar. But does he fuck them? I don't remember. Does
I think he does.
I think it does. I don't know. I have
like
not
I
seen
remember them
I've just
always
seen the
getting
memes.
that line, but I don't remember them fucking.
it. I mean, anime. There's do you know what happened with interspecies reviewers?
I know what happens in the series, but
No,
you mean, like,
when
what-
they basically since the first, I think it's like the first 4 or 5 episodes were actually released on TV, and then they were like, okay, we can't release this on TV. It's like way too close to hentai. And then the studio was like, fuck it, we're gonna make it like so borderline hentai. There's
Nice.
also
That-
if
they
if
should
you
have
have
done that. They should have
if
done
you
that
have
with High
se-
School DxD.
if you have seen the recent, probably most goonery anime, that is gushing over magical girls, that's very much in the same boat.
At this
Oh,
point,
what's
It's just
what-
gonna be the fucking gooner episode Vol
No,
2.0.
no,
yeah.
No, no,
I may as
no,
well like, how did you guys get into anime again? Because I kind of lied.
Dragon Ball.
I sort of watched anime here and there when I was younger, and then I got together with my girlfriend at like, I can't remember how many years ago it was. It was some years ago. I think I was like 17, and we watched a lot of movies together, and we watched some anime movies. I think it might have been we like did a marathon of Miyazaki movies, and we're like, maybe watch more anime. That's when I like really got into anime. But my very first anime is the Moomins that I will be covering in a video soon. TM. Wait for like 2 months.
I
That might
watched,
be soon.
I got into anime because of Dragon Ball, but I really got into anime when I first watched
Bleach.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh damn.
That's when
I watched back in my day when Cartoon Network was good. They used to Bakugan was on.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, you know, Bakugan and that, like the usual stuff. Then obviously Dragon
Yeah,
Ball
they
Z
did
Kai, Initial D, and then after that, after Initial D, I stopped watching anime. So I watched like Tokyo Ghoul, One Punch Man.
Speedy, speaking
Death
about
Note.
Cartoon Network and anime,
Wait.
have you ever watched a show called Zatch Bell?
No,
I've heard of it,
But-
not seen
That-
it.
and then also
that's,
like
that's
between
pretty
the
cool.
period of 2017, after watching Initial D and all those animes, and 2019, my primary anime consumption was not anime; it was
Hentai.
H anime. Yeah,
Somehow I'm not surprised. Actually, like
Regular-
for me,
regular.
the first thing that I
you know.
kind of figured was anime. Like obviously when I was a kid and I watched Moomins, that's just cartoons. But like the first thing that made me go into like Japanese, what we at the time in Finland called Japanese cartoons, was when the original Pokemon series started airing in the year of our Lord 1998 in Finland.
Oh boy.
Bro, I was not even like an idea in 1998, bro.
After
I
that
wasn't
point, it was
even
like
a
I
concept.
watched. This is like that was the time when YouTube, even the good old days of YouTube watch fan sub episode 1 out of 27 on YouTube wasn't the thing. So it was like at that point I was just tied to whatever was on TV. So I watched all the obvious Pokemon, Digimon. There was Beyblade. There was a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh, but Yu-Gi-Oh never really took off here. Because like Yu-Gi-Oh started off after Duel Masters, which is weird because I think Yu-Gi-Oh is an older series, but for some reason Duel Masters was the first one to air here. So like all the kids just went that Yu-Gi-Oh is just a rip-off of Duel Masters, which I think it's actually the other way around in
Where's
reality.
Duel Masters?
It's another card game anime.
Bro,
Oh,
the-
what is this, bro? I've never
In
even
here,
seen
I
this
know that
before.
like other than of course Dragon Ball and Naruto, I remember them like showing very kind of I wouldn't want to say niche anime, but not the ones that you would expect. Like for an example, there was one that was about volleyball. Like there was these two characters. They like it was basically a shoujo manga.
Before it was Haikyuu, and anime calls it a niche
Yeah,
anime.
hold on. Let me find the name of that one, so that I'm gonna tell you. But basically, it was an anime that talked about like this couple that they both played volleyball, but you know, different teams and whatever. Miro e Shiro.
What the fuck? Team Snapchat?
Milan Shiro. Yeah, it's from 1994. I don't know why, but that shows like this one. Yeah.
It was also like here it was really weird because like really big shows like the big three was never shown on like the free TV channels. They were on like cable and shit they had to pay for. The one that was on the free TV channels that I did actually watch when I was younger was Full Metal Alchemist, the original, not Brotherhood. But like things like Dragon Ball, the big three, all of that was on like cable shit that you had to pay for. So we never had that.
God damn.
It was really weird. Like I feel like it was probably, I would assume the licensing was so expensive that they just showed, like, I want to say they showed smaller shows, but then there's fucking Full Metal Alchemist.
What the fuck?
And then there was like this weird break when they didn't show any anime on like Finnish TV, but that was starting to be the time when the good old YouTube days became a thing. When you
cool
could
anime,
watch those.
you could only watch the cool anime on YouTube, like on parts.
Hey
And
guys,
then
like,
you'd have like all the other stuff.
I'm looking at the stats for the podcast. For some reason, we're getting a lot of views again.
Hey, that's
Like,
good.
We're
I'm
actually
looking.
posting.
Yeah, that
No,
that
like,
was
maybe
really-
that
I don't
helps.
like. No,
Just
check out this graph, right? Like, it's just recently
Look
just
at this
spiked.
graph.
Look at
right.
this.
Look at this
photograph.
Yeah,
God,
but there's a
anime,
better
screenshot
version.
this, please. Screenshot this so I
That
can
is
use it as a
rude.
meme.
Oh god.
Somebody screenshot it so I can just use it as a meme, please. I need to.
You can just screenshot it when you're ready.
I'm
screenshot it
recording!
and Edit it, silly.
Oh yeah, I could do that. But yeah,
About this video.
it's for some
Bro,
reason
when
we
he's
just
presented
got.
with facts and logic.
But yeah, we got more views as well.
That is good.
Nice.
Have we got any more subs?
I don't.
One.
think-
One.
maybe?
we got one. we got one. We got +1 subscribers.
If by any chance one sub you are watching this episode, thanks for subbing.
Thank you so much. I think it's one of my friends, but thank you. Because
Yeah, the one that
I was
sent
showing
on the group chat. That was Haikyuu before there was Haikyuu. That was the thing.
Weird one. Like one thing that I do remember airing here is they aired Nagare Boshi, which I think it's in English, and Silver Fang, and they aired. What is it called? It's the fucking original big magical girl anime. What is it called? Sailor Moon.
Pokemon.
Sailor
Magica.
Moon? Ooh,
Yeah.
that one as well.
Because my sister used to watch Sailor Moon, and I watched a bit of Nagare Boshi, but my sister, like when we were kids, my sister was always the bigger weeb.
Huh. What about now? Is it the other way around?
Oh, it's way other way around. Like
I was
she's
about to
still.
say, she
still
literally
reads
has a
manga.
YouTube channel on
Yeah,
this. Bro.
I have a YouTube channel that does weeby shit.
Oh boy.
What does your sister think of you now?
Think about it.
Does she walk up to you and
in
say
the
"fucking
hero-
weeb"?
Shoujo anime was
No, like,
so big. Like there was so many.
Yeah,
like,
Soldier
like,
anime
things
was
like Sailor
so
Moon.
big in the 90s and early 2000s. Like
Um,
my sister does still like read manga and watch anime, just nowhere near as much as I do.
Eh.
She's making money from doing it. Last month I made like fucking 85 euros. Woohoo.
Wow.
money
let's
bags.
go.
Woo woo woo.
Woo!
Consumer, you're gonna get that money in, in the summer. I'm saving it for that one piece. That
Katsuma,
video.
are you monetized yet?
Nah, bro, I haven't hit 1K yet.
Wait,
He's
how?
almost there though. He's nine. Are you
I've not posted in like 8 months. Bro.
100 subs,
Oh
right?
wait,
You
no,
have
haven't you got
900
partial
subs.
monetization
Yeah.
yet? The first like step.
No,
Nah, I
he
don't
didn't
post enough
upload
to get that, bro.
Oh,
You need to post
Yeah, you did.
like a video every 3 months. I don't post frequently enough to meet that criteria, bro.
Oh, boy.
Just cut your videos
Consumer
down
is
into
currently
shorts.
98 subs short from 1,000.
Really?
When was the last
You
time?
broke
When was the last
900?
time Consumer uploaded? Consumer last uploaded 8 months ago.
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
it's probably gonna get to like 10 months or something before I drop the next video. I'm just chilling. I'm actually in no rush. It's crazy. I'm
no,
like, I've started scripting the next video. I'm not even editing at the moment. I'm just chilling.
Brother,
Now the question
I have to
is-
refilm my next video. I have to.
your next video.
I have to. I'm in a pickle right now because Rage is kind of busy and he's editing my Spy
Pickle.
Family video. So I got to like, and this new video I filmed had some bad had some camera problems because my phone was really blurry. So I had to clean it a
Re-record.
lot. So I have to re-record it again, and then I have literally all of tomorrow to edit the video. But it's
Now
a
the
short. It's
question
below
is-
5 minutes though, so it's all right.
Who has had a longer break, Animate or Consumer? Where's Animate's channel? Let me try and find
I
it.
think
I
you
think
did
it's
it
there.
here.
It's there.
Right.
It's very close, man.
The Animate's last
Oh my
upload was 7 months ago, so Animate has uploaded more recently than Consumer has.
Wow.
Nice. Oh, I'm winning, but at what cost?
Yeah. Oh.
Views.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
telling you, this is about to be a feature film, bro. I'm going to be a feature film. I'm just chilling.
You're gonna do.
Next
You're gonna
week.
do what Russian
all I'm
Badger
gonna, all I'm
did
gonna
last
tell you
year.
guys next week. Next week.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna hold you to that. Also,
Yeah.
why does your dog video have so many views, bro?
How many views does it have?
I
Do I
don't
want to know? Fucking hell, 1K Animate, Jesus.
People
Wow.
liked it. People liked it. Maybe who knows?
To
Maybe
be
we should
fair,
start doing more videos. Like
I
that.
did go back
No.
and watch it. I did go back and watch it a couple of times now, and I've even sent it to one of my friends. So
Animate's one is quite funny. Like, I like the
Yeah.
approach. Like, I just,
Yeah.
because I didn't, never even thought about the manga. And it's just the fact the manga is, like, so much more insane.
The fact that the
Oh,
manga
God.
even exists in the first place.
Yeah. That was my thought process. You know, I was like, for this to become an anime, that who approved it, this manga? You know,
Yeah.
like something needed to.
Is there a manga of redo of Healer?
yeah.
Yes, there is.
Oh god.
And funny thing,
Yeah.
1 year before Read
There are
of the Healer was
67
released,
chapters of it.
I did read the manga of Read of the Healer.
Oh god.
Bro's
Yeah.
professional gooner.
I hate that
No,
for some
whoa,
fucking
no,
reason.
no professional.
I hate that for
No.
some fucking reason. Recently, my redo of Healer video has been getting a ton of views. It's over 10K now.
My
Like,
channel's
where did
dying.
the anime finish the first season of Read of the Healer?
I can't remember. But like, it's so annoying as well because I have like 2 good videos on ecchi anime, and neither of those are getting views. It's a fucking redo of Healer one.
I mean,
It is always like that.
it's really over
Always like
healer.
To
It's,
this day, do you guys have a video like in your catalog that you're like, damn, I still wish that video did well, you know? Because
Oh,
for
yeah.
an
No,
example,
probably
Oh,
quite
yeah.
a lot, yeah.
you know my Japanese Spider-Man video?
Yep.
That's a video that every time that I rewatch it, I'm like, this video should have done so much better. Like I think it's one of my best videos, but
It's a really cool concept, too.
For me,
Yeah.
it's the I watched 5 Queen Bee anime, so you don't have to. That's the one I wish it come
Oh,
a little bit
I
more.
actually
That's
thought,
pretty
yeah,
good
that was
one.
Yeah,
really
because
good
I
in
put
terms
so
of,
much
like,
effort into the
editing
jokes
everything.
and everything in that. What do you say, Consumer?
I agree. I thought it was one of your best ones.
Yeah, because I put so much effort into the jokes and everything. I even rewrote it because Cheese mentioned something to me about Queen Bee being more popular in Japan than it is here. So I thought,
Apparently
you know
it
what,
is.
I'll rewrite it. Yeah. So I was like, you know what, give it a rewrite, understand the other,
Yeah.
and yeah, still.
what about
It
you,
got
Cheese?
1,500 views, but like,
Yeah,
I would like it more.
I have a couple of videos that I like. One that I really wish did better is the one that I really wish did better is the Beastars video because I think that is a really good one.
Ooh,
And
that was a good one.
another one that I hope did way better is the Granblue one because I think the Granblue one is still one of my favorite videos of all time that I've made. The Granblue one did really badly. Also, I do wish the one Consumer edited for me, the Evidence in Shadow one, did better. It did
Yeah.
get like 1,000. Yeah, it got 1,000 views, but I was hoping that would get a lot more.
Yeah, you do find sometimes I feel like, yeah, like effort doesn't necessarily translate. It's
Yeah.
not like a one-to-one, so like,
Yeah.
It's also like
just a shame.
I'm currently working on the Sakamoto Days video that will hopefully come out on Sunday, so tomorrow at the time of recording, and it will be out once you people watch this episode. But I really like that script, that it turned out really well, but I'm fairly certain the video is going to do quite poorly.
Yeah.
And I really need to sneeze, fucking hell. Oh, allergies suck
I'm really like my Spy Family video. I've done quite a bit of research into it. And I've put in some more like effort into the script than I usually would because I rewrote the script like twice for this video, and I really hope it does well. And also, I went out made to rewatch the entirety of Spy Family again, so
I still haven't seen the second season.
it's really good actually. But like,
yeah.
I really like the anime. I've even improved my script writing by including an anecdote in the in there as well. So I've taken actually something I've learned in my English lessons for once.
So, since we've been talking about YouTube content, what do you guys think is the best piece you have ever edited?
The Shimoneta
Oh, last
video.
vid.
It's a tough choice for me between the Shimoneta video and the Bakugan Battle Brawlers New
The
Destroyer
best
second arc video.
edited. I think you would either go to the Spider-Man one or to the Tommy one. That's that one that I can still rewatch and say, okay, that's a pretty good video.
Funny enough, both of those videos both had
Actually-
cheese in them that I talked about.
You know one that's a sleeper video of mine, but I really enjoyed how I edited the intro and everything. Is the Perfect Blue one.
You have yeah, I remember I remember really liking that video actually. Yeah, I thought it was quite good.
Hideo Kojima
That's one
recently
that
watched
that's one
Perfect
that
Blue.
I forgot that I do sometime, but I think it's one of my favorite videos as well.
Yeah. My best piece of editing is not out, and it will never be out on my video. But Consumer Animate have seen it. It's the one I did for Bunko.
Yeah, that's
For-
pretty good.
For her
That's pretty
for her secret project.
Bunko's secret project. Is my
I hope
quiche-
once
I
I
you
hope
can
once
get
she
Bunko on
gets
again.
the secret project done, we can invite Bunko on the podcast again and
Yeah.
have a talk
Yeah.
about
Oh,
it.
that'd be
That-
good
that
just to
would- that
talk
would be a
about
good
it and
idea.
stuff.
That would be a
Yeah,
good
that's
idea.
quite smart. And we can steal her views as well.
Yes. Steal.
I'm still convinced that out of any of us or our guests, Bunko is the one who will eventually hit it big.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she
What
definitely-
motion?
Bunko's got it in the
we
bag.
need to be like parasites right now. We need to cling as much as we can, you know. Just
We shall be the
Yeah.
parasites to the VTuber.
So the last time that we had Bunko on the podcast, it was last May, 25th of May.
She was our first guest as well.
She was the first ever guest. Yeah. The only
Did
one
she
I've
mention
met
that
in
the
real life
se-
as well. Literally the only online
You-
friend I met in real life.
Rage
other than RC.
Rage and RC have been on the podcast, Speedy.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about
They-
the only online friend I've met in real life.
Right.
The
right,
first
right.
one. Sorry, the
Ah,
first
okay.
online friend.
Well, isn't Rage as well like
I've known
Or,
Rage through
RC?
work before.
Yeah,
And
Rage is
RC?
Speedy's boss. RC you know
I don't think
already.
that, have you ever met RC?
Yes, I did. There's a
Okay.
post on my Instagram of me, RC, and Rage.
Is Rage wearing a
by the
mask?
way-
Yeah,
since we're
Rage is
talking
wearing a
about,
mask.
best editing and whatever. I think this video that I'm finishing right now, in terms of script, it's probably one of the most how can I say that? I'm putting I've put a lot of work into doing the research and everything. Probably a little bit more than a lot more than I normally do. For example, only for the script, it took me I think 2 months to get it where I was like, okay, this is good. And maybe my most not aspiring. What's the word? It rhymes with aspiring.
Ambitious.
Inspiring?
Yeah, exactly. That's my most
Oh, let's
ambitious
go.
video. That
Those
in
two
terms
don't
of, you know,
rhyme.
Script. Yeah, I don't know why, but my brain was
does.
like,
Sort of does.
yeah.
Ambitious, inspiring there.
In terms of script, that's my most ambitious video. I'm trying to get the editing to the point where it's at least worth of it. So that's why it's taking me a little bit longer than.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
You can get away as well with not posting videos that often.
Yeah, like
As long
the
as
only-
the video is really good. As long as the video is
Yeah,
really good.
like the only thing for me is that I refuse to upload anything that I don't think looks good because there's
Exactly.
always the chance that one video will make it big and you're gonna hate yourself if it's one way you slacked on the when you slacked on the editing, the video gets tons of views, but because the editing's bad, nobody's gonna subscribe and you're gonna hate
Exactly.
yourself.
Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of like I
Yeah.
do want to work. I have 2 manga videos that I want to do this year, and I'm kind of dreading doing them because the bit I did for Bunko, it's a bit over a minute long, and I spend on the editing like well over 3 hours, and I'm
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah,
I think, man, it's so worth
Yeah,
it. It's
that's
so
I'm-
good.
I'm-
That clip is
I'm
so
just
good.
dreading doing a fucking full-length manga video with that quality.
Bro. It is that's
Just
again.
pick something
it's very good.
simple. Like in my
Yeah.
new video, I'm like the editing is not that crazy. I don't think. Like I'm trying to make it as like efficient but like visually interesting as possible.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel like that's my problem because I can be very efficient with anime stuff because the clips are already animated. But if it's manga, I feel like I still need to find because I've only done one dedicated manga video. It's that one, and I've used manga panels in 2 of my videos once the Sakamoto video is done. So I really haven't hit that like point where it's efficient to make manga stuff.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I do want to do the 2 manga videos that I have planned. Because like I do want to learn that side of YouTube as well, because obviously a lot of anime is tied to the manga original.
Yeah. Plus, I think in terms of content, it's always easier when it's about manga. Kinda,
Yeah.
you just can consume it so much faster compared
Yeah,
to a
yeah,
show.
yeah.
So if you get the editing done for like your videos, man, you are set up, I think.
Yeah, and it's also like when I did the Dan video, that's the first one where I really talk about the manga in conjunction with the anime, and a lot of fans a lot of viewers seem to like that. So I kind of do want to bring that aspect into more videos as well. Like I now do with the Dan, but especially not the Dan, the Sakamoto days, but Sakamoto days, it's not quite as positive as it was with Dan.
What did people
I'd
not
just
really
say, if
enjoy
you-
about Sakamoto days? Because like,
If
I haven't
you're
watched
interested
it.
in Sakamoto days, read the manga.
Has it just got a really bad anime adaptation?
It's not great. It's not terrible, but it's not great.
Ah.
I think what didn't help was the fact that fans were, they were very hyped about it.
Yeah.
So when you hear the name Netflix, you think, oh, okay, Netflix has done some pretty good anime.
Yeah.
So... And
But
then
this
I
is
can
the only
put-
one they didn't do well.
I did quite a lot of research for the Sakamoto Days videos. It's gonna be out before this episode of the podcast goes out. Plug. Go watch the video on YouTube. Plug. There's basically they did a teaser trailer that was where was it? It was like last June or July, and the teaser trailer looks really clunky, and so people just basically went, well, everyone just lost interest, and I feel like that kind of snowballed into the studio going, well, we're making 3 other anime at the same time, so we might as well just fuel money and talent into the anime that we'll know will do well. So it kind of had a snowball effect that affected, like, the quality of Sakamoto Days isn't amazing, and it's like the art direction is just fucking all over the place. It changes style between episodes, and all the because one big thing with the manga is that there are amazingly drawn panels. And so far, those have been like 50-60, where most of the time they look fucking dreadful in the anime.
Something that I found out like a few weeks ago, which I think maybe what happened with Sakamoto Days. You guys know the series Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yep.
Okay, basically, for the first season, they had like kind of like 3 studios working on, like, I think there are like 20 episodes or 24.
I think it's 24 on the first season.
And basically like if you go like for an example from the first 3 episodes to the other 6 and whatever, basically you see like small changes in the animation.
Yeah.
And that's because like one studio was doing like these episodes, then the other studio was doing this. So that's that as a kid you don't notice that, but when you grow up you start to looking at it, you're like, okay, why is it just looks a little bit off like compared to the other episode, and you don't know why. Maybe that's what happened with Sakamoto Days. They kind of
I feel like the biggest impact is the fact that the trailer was not received well, and so the studio just kind of abandoned the IP.
That's sad actually.
Yeah, but I mean it makes sense. Like I did do a quick comparison, because like if you compare current seasons to 2012, for example, like in terms of total volume, there are 3 times as much anime that came out than 10 years ago, and like half of the current ones are like from popular manga, and 10 years ago it was like there's maybe 2. So it is like the competition is huge, and TCG Animation, I think they're doing 2 movies and 3 anime at the same time.
Jeez,
And
so
one of those anime is currently airing at the same time as Sakamoto Days.
These animators are not meeting their families this year.
Yeah. Like TCG is a really big studio. There's over 200 people working there.
Oh, okay. Maybe
But
they are then.
But it's still because they are releasing, like right now, there are 2 anime airing by TCG. So I'm pretty sure what they did was they just started funneling that, because the Sakamoto Days first reception wasn't great. So they just figured that we're going to put all the really talented people working on the other stuff that will probably do a lot better.
Oh boy. Have you guys
Which
seen
is-
the trailer for the new season of One Punch Man?
I haven't seen the trailer
I
yet, but I
haven't
did
watched
see
it,
it is coming out in October, which I'm really excited for.
I think that's the only show that this year that I'm
Jeez.
gonna probably watch.
There's something in July that's coming out I think you should talk about.
I know that there's going to be the second, finally the second season of Grand Blue after 5 years? No, it's been more than. It's been like, I think the original came out in 2018. Let me see. Grand Blue Season 1 was released in 2018. So yeah, it has been 7 years since the first episode of Grand Blue came out. The first season of Grand Blue came out, and now we're finally getting a second season. And I am super fucking excited for that because Grand Blue is one of my favorite anime of all time.
Let's do what's the thing? Watch. What?
Watch party.
Watch party.
Yeah, exactly. Watch party of the first episode of Grand Blue.
Guys, also speaking just about the podcast as well, it's nearly a year old.
Yep.
Oh, nice. When was our first step?
Our first episode was. Let me just scroll down here and go to the last page. 23rd of March.
Anime.
So-
I know another series you want to watch this year.
What's another season?
It's coming in. It's coming in summer 2025.
Okay.
It's the second season of Dan Da Dan.
Ooh.
Summer is going to be fucking huge this year. Holy shit! I'm going through
what's coming out.
There's Dan Da Dan. There's Haikyuu number 8. There's Rising of the Shield Hero, which is going to be shite. There is Grand Blue. There's the second part of Sakamoto Days season 1. There's Rent a Girlfriend season 4, which is.
Oh my god, they're still making that.
Yeah, it's super popular in Japan apparently.
Oh god.
There's gonna be the fucking Seventh Princess one's getting its second season. Summer Hikaru Died is coming this summer. There's so much shit coming out this summer. Unfortunately, no season 2 of Tanya the Evil yet.
God damn it.
It was announced in like 2021. And
Yeah, I remember watching the trailer.
Then
Then they dropped on the OVA Operation Desert Pasta, and that's it.
I'm kind of
Nothing
surprised
else.
that they did like a season 2 of Kaiju number 8, because I remember it wasn't like
the manga is
well.
super popular, and
Yeah.
the first season was the highest rated anime of its season.
Oh,
To be
okay,
fair, like
yeah.
the manga, I've read it, is really good. Like, it's very
The
fun.
manga is super. It's I think it's been number 3 or number 4 on Shonen Jump for like 2 years now.
I remember like,
But yeah.
well, maybe I should stop looking at Twitter when I see, stuff like that. But I remember like having looking at a lot of people like complaining about the show, and I thought maybe it's not doing.
I really
good.
like this. Also,
I've watched I think the first 3 episodes, and then I was kind of bored. But it looks cool. It does look cool.
it has a very slow start, and it is like one thing that when I made a review of it, and one thing I did talk about a lot, it has a very similar premise to Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Which I would assume might help the manga's popularity.
You should have named the video. Is this the next Attack on Titan?
I really should have.
Well, I think you were even mentioning it like when you were making the video or something.
I did mention it, but for some reason I didn't. I can't remember why I changed the name eventually.
Yeah, I think you were worried about hate.
Yeah,
Everyone turned into like 140p. Oh.
Yeah, what the fuck just happened there?
Everyone's
Yeah,
fine
like
with me.
I
Yeah.
could literally count the pixels on cheese.
Yeah,
It was like
my
5.
God.
Yeah,
It
I
was
could
like
see.
literally
Yeah,
5 pixels.
Everyone's
It was
fine
like,
cheese
with
became a
this.
Minecraft skin
What
briefly.
going on?
Oh
Excellent.
my god.
But there's been some really big new anime announcements for the future as well. There was a couple of days ago. There was the second season of Frieren Beyond the Journey's End.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait.
Bocce the Rock season 2.
Yeah, but that was a while ago already. But there was obviously the One Punch Man season 3. There's the second season of My Dress Up Darling was announced. There's the second season of Hell's Paradise
Did you guys
coming
see that
out.
My Dress Up Darling? My Dress Up Darling. has
Yeah, the
finished?
manga's ending. Did it already finish? There was some speculation that there's going to be a time skip at the end and Gojo and Marin will be married, but I haven't actually read the manga that far.
That's just Japanese propaganda for people to marry.
Yeah.
There was also
That's funny.
something that's not quite that well known, but something I'm quite excited for is that there's the third season of To Your Eternity is coming out at some point.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
It's a bit artsy fartsy the series, but I quite like it.
I feel like
I remember liking one of the manga that I did read.
Yeah.
Didn't
There was also
keep up with it, though.
there was also some talk of even more Natsume's Book of Friends.
A billionth season. Of that
I
show.
think it's going to be the 8th one next. But it's the
8 and
manga.
a billion aren't that different. They're pretty
Yeah,
close.
the manga for Natsume's Book of Friends it's weird because it's like episodic, and the mangaka's whole point is that she's just gonna end it when she feels like, without it having an end, because it's written in a way that you can just stop reading whenever you like.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool.
There's like a bit of an overarching story, but it is mainly just it will just keep going as long as she has ideas for this.
But I
next
thought
set of
there's like
stories.
there can only be so many names, right? Or else the book would just be the size of a building.
I mean, there are like billions
Just
of
buy
fucking
another book.
yokai, so
Just buy another book.
find another.
yeah,
How on
guys.
earth did
Wait, do you think they'll do that thing that they did for One Piece, where they make a book about this big? Just as like singular special edition.
No,
it's like,
like
that big.
No, the
That big.
Natsume's Book of Friends, the idea is that Natsume has this book with yokai names in it, and the whole point is like he's going around returning the names of the yokai, and that's like how he gets into all of these adventures. Names that his grandmother collected by
Damn.
beating all of these
She must be
yokai in
busy.
glorious battle. Again, they played rock paper scissors.
Oh, but yeah, jeez, it's gonna be so in exactly 2 weeks and 1 day. It will be a year since we started the podcast.
Fucking hell, we need to do something.
Let's
some
do
kind of
a
a...
special
Should we all buy some cupcakes? Put like a little candle in
Right.
it and just light it.
cupcakes?
Yeah.
Bro doesn't even know. Who's gonna tell him?
Yeah. Oh yeah, one thing that I'm also very excited for relative to recent anime adaptations is the very final season of Golden Kamuy.
Oh,
How
that'll
many
be-
seasons
Are
of
they
it are
doing-
there?
It's already the final season.
I'm pretty sure
already?
season 5's
I
gonna
thought
be-
that show came out like 10 years ago.
I'm pretty sure the final season is gonna be the 5th one.
Isn't there like 4th season or something like that?
There's 4 seasons right now, and there's one more coming at least. Yeah, it's gonna be the final chapter of Golden Kamuy. I mean,
okay.
we are pretty close to the ending of the manga as well in the anime. Because, like, partially because it skips some of the more outlandish arcs of the manga.
Is there another
Okay,
jerk
yeah.
off battle?
No, but there are things like bestiality.
Oh,
They just go
great.
like, we can't put this into the
Oh,
anime.
I remember the panel. I remember
Yeah,
you
the
said
bear panel.
in the group.
That guy in the panel actually dies at what he's doing in that panel because he has a heart attack because it's so good.
He died doing what he liked.
Yep.
Isn't that?
Yep.
When they say do what you love, that's not what they mean.
Oh boy.
It's also really odd because like one arc that they skipped is because there's 2 guys who are gay, and they skipped that in the anime apparently because one of the reasons was they weren't sure how well it would be received. And then I'm just looking at the fucking sumo scene that's in the anime, like what the fuck is this?
Oh boy.
Like the logic in that just doesn't add up.
Bruh.
Because
I'm
when you're
looking
having
at
fun
my
with the
anime
boys, you
op.
know, doesn't count. Doesn't count when you're having
Yeah.
fun with the boys.
Yeah. I think our longest episode's still with Bunko as well. Oh no.
You think so?
You know what?
No,
I
what
feel like
would
we had
be
an
funny?
episode over 2 hours.
The
Yeah,
longest
we-
episode that we
funny.
have is the hottest Sonic waifu episode.
Oh,
What
God.
if when we call Bunko, we try to beat the previous record? So we try to stall it as much as we can.
3 hour
so
long
that-
3
podcast.
hour long podcast.
Oh fucking hell!
Oh my god.
We should
Speedy,
have.
there's gonna be a 3rd season of MF Ghost.
Yay.
That-
Hey, look,
that's-
it's something
that's apparently
cars. I
very
need
Very
some-
favorite
excited
anime.
you are.
That's apparently coming out in 2026.
Yeah. To be fair, it's actually starting to get decent now. It's starting to get like the first season was pretty bad. It's starting to get a bit better.
There's also gonna be some gacha game anime coming out. There's gonna be an Arc Knights, the 2nd season of the Arc Knights anime, and maybe one day in the grim darkness of the far future, where there's only war, we'll finally get a fucking Genshin anime.
Wake
supposed
me
to be
up
Genshin
when we
anime.
have
Wake me up
JoJo Part
inside.
7
Can't wake up.
Steel Ball Run adaptation. That's what. That's
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
gonna start watching
I'm
anime.
surprised there's no Steel Ball Run anime yet.
Hey, I mean,
They're
the
way
hype
too
for
hard to make
JoJo
probs.
kinda died down with how they decided to split season 6.
Yeah,
Part
Stone
6.
Ocean.
But I can't wait. I still hope for news on a possible part 7. 'cause
Yeah.
we need more JoJo's. We need more.
I have a feeling they will eventually animate all of JoJo's, but
Yeah.
hasn't it? It was quite long between Stone Ocean and Golden Wind.
Yeah, I think 5 years or something like that.
Let's see. Golden Wind released in 2018, and Stone Ocean released in 2021, so it was 4 years.
Oh, okay, almost.
Almost 5 because Stone Ocean released in December.
Bro. Oh, Jolene.
Yeah, I still haven't seen Stone Ocean. I need to watch it. I've got like 3 episodes of Golden Wind left, I think.
You know what's funny about part 6? I think that in terms of structure and main character, part 6 is probably the best one compared to the other ones. Like, Jolene is a main character that, I don't know. I feel that it's strange, but she's very... It's almost like all the main characters in JoJo are kind of like nonchalant, kind of.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, we need to get the things done, you know? Which I liked it. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
My favorite JoJo's part is still Diamond and Unbreakable.
Oh, same.
Yeah,
It's so good.
I actually have a volume of it back there.
It's the fucking slice of life JoJo's arc. But the best piece of music in JoJo's is still Giorno's theme.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Don't,
No.
don't, da-da-dum.
JoJo
That
is
was
so good.
probably the peak of its popularity.
Oh.
Yeah. I do feel like it was during Golden Wind was the peak of JoJo's popularity.
Oh, Animate. Do you listen to Mastodon?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, have you heard about Brett leaving the band?
I did not, man. I did not.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
so there's a band called Mastodon out there. It's like metal and then also just other shit. And the guitarist has left the band after 25 years. But like at some point he basically said that he just doesn't like metal music. Yeah, so like he literally said he literally hates it, but he's in that band and now he's finally left.
I mean, it makes
had to
sense,
pay the
Speedy,
bills.
because Mastodon is one of these bands that it's not like just simply metal, you know?
Yeah.
There's so many facades in their music.
Progressive rock, but they're
Exactly.
and also like it's just really good. Like
It is.
he is such a great guitar player.
Here,
The
I may
Oh my
Speedy,
God.
or may not have put a little bit of inspiration in the Fanboy song, like from Mastodon, but that's never to be known, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Speedy.
Yeah.
There's gonna be an Eminence in Shadow movie.
Oh boy, that's gonna be good.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice for the. But why is everything
Watch
got to be
party.
a movie these days?
I
Why
know,
is it like
it's-
a
it's
so
three-part
annoying.
movie for one
Like
arc?
I've at this point I'm just completely dropped Demon Slayer as well because they're doing the rest in like 4 fucking movies.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not paying attention to
Like,
that.
You guys
I lost-
remember when
after
Demon Slayer
watching-
was a show and not
Yeah.
a franchise?
yeah, it's
After
like,
I think after season 3, Demon Slayer kind of fell off. I can't lie, because after season 2,
after season 2,
After
Demon
season
Slayer
2,
fell off.
after season 2.
Yeah,
No, I
It
think
was never on.
I really tried watching season 3 because I really enjoyed it, but then like it just became shit. Like I can't describe what happened, but it just became
Demon
shit.
Slayer was good from episode 19 of first season onward until the end of
Yeah.
until the end of season 2, and then it was just like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
I feel-
the animation looked pretty. I'll give it
Yeah.
that.
No, animation, it's so fun.
yeah, fucking Demon Slayer fans going that the fact that Demon Slayer has won constantly the best animation awards and no other awards doesn't say that it's carried by animation. Like, bruh.
No,
that's
bro,
exactly
trust
what
me.
it is.
The
Trust
story
me,
is
it's not
good.
just the animation, bro. It's not just the animation.
Honestly, the story of Demon Slayer is pretty fucking crap. I did
Yeah.
read the manga until like halfway through the Infinity Castle arc, and it's so like it's such a basic ass shonen story that it's unreal.
Here's the thing, boys. Though.
It's-
Here's the thing. It's basic because it's kind of like it was made to be basic. Like
Yeah,
for
like,
example,
It's like what
the original
Deftones is
concepts
to
of
alternative
Demon
girls.
Slayer, where at least I believe that were a lot better, but unfortunately the editors were like, I don't know, people
Yeah,
will not resonate with this.
A
like,
lot of Demon Slayer feels like it's made to be a product,
yeah.
which
Yeah.
obviously makes sense.
That's 100% the case, because like one of the things that I talk on my new video is that like Demon Slayer is kind of like My Hero Academia. They were both series
Yeah.
that at some point they had like this original idea that was good, but like the companies were like, okay, we need to fix some stuff here and there for it to become like the thing that we want it to. Like if you guys are willing to do that, you're gonna like make a ton of money by doing this. So
Guys, I can't
basically-
lie.
Yep.
Demon Slayer has become what Deftones is to alt girls.
What's that?
Bro, don't do Deftones like that, please. Don't.
It literally is. It literally is. It is just that. It's like,
Oh my god.
oh yeah, I'm an alt guy. I love Deftones. Like, it's like I'm a weeb. I love Demon Slayer. It's like the basic.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, it's
Don't
like
do Deftones
it's like
that, please.
I love rap music. Insert Stormzy.
Oh my god.
I think Cheese is dead.
I love metal. Oh,
Cheese is dead.
we lost console. Cheese.
Cheese is dead.
They got him. They got him.
No,
Not cheese.
not the
Not
cheese.
cheese.
Not the cheese.
I also cannot see Speedy, but I don't know if that's just on my side.
I think that's on your side because I can see me.
Oh, I can see. Of course you can see you, bro. You just gotta.
I can see all of you.
Okay, that's even Cheese. You can see Cheese in Finland. What's he doing right now?
He's trying to fix his computer right now.
Oh,
How did he know?
Oh boy.
This guy could see.
Where is? Let me
Oh
just send
man,
it.
I'm actually gonna have a
Oh,
look at
Cheese's
that.
Cheese's power went out.
There we go. Power has been restored. Huzzah.
Yay.
Ah.
Hello.
Yeah, my power went out for a second. Hello.
Yeah.
I have returned.
Where did we last leave off of you, Cheese, so we can catch you up?
That was
Bro,
weird.
The Lakers are
left
doing a
off where-
collaboration with One Piece. Let's go.
Oh fucking! We left off when Animate was talking about how My Hero also had a better idea originally, and
Ye-
they just became a product.
Yeah, right
because,
after that.
Like that happens a lot. That happens a lot.
Yeah,
like
it does, it
sometimes
does.
it's small things. For an example, like like for example Naruto. Add this character so it can be a rival to the main character, and that's
Yeah.
how Sasuke was created. Or sometimes, like in the case of Demon Slayer, you have the idea of demon hunters that kill demons. That we like this, but the main character is too serious. He's too dark. We need him to be a little bit brighter. So that's
I fucking hate
why
Tanjiro. I fucking
they
hate
made Tanjiro like a beam of light, basically.
Yeah, he's a fucking goody two shoes. I hate him.
Yeah.
Like
What's
literally,
wrong with being a good guy, huh?
It's also like you can kind of see it because Deku and Tanjiro are very similar characters.
Yeah.
It's the like
Isn't Deku like
shonen
an
archetype.
edgelord now or something at the end? of the
I think he had an edge
little
lord arc or something. I dropped demons. I dropped the My Hero Academia.
Yeah, it had like a vigilante arc.
yeah.
They had to try and milk the Batman fans.
Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying,
He's not a simp anymore, guys. He's not a simp.
but yeah, like I was
Sigma now.
like I was saying, Demon Slayer is like what Deftones is to alt girls and weebs. So you'd be like, yeah, I'm an anime fan. I love My Hero Academia and Demon Slayer. Yeah, I'm an alt guy. I love Deftones
Don't
and
break
Arctic
Speedy.
Monkeys.
Why is he replaying?
Yeah,
But yeah, it's
I just wanted
it's
to milk
kind of
that
like
joke.
it's obviously because like every time you write a story or like make a story, you have all of these cool ideas, but at the end of the day, it's the publisher who has to sell it.
Yeah.
So like there is we actually discussed this after the last episode that didn't ever make it to the last episode. We discussed the whole thing because there are certain like really big authors who need that editorial touch.
Yeah,
But at
yeah.
the same time, it can also
Ujima.
make or if you've ever read anything by Stephen King that hasn't been edited, it's fucking awful.
Wasn't he like
But
on
there is,
drugs
like-
like most of the time he was writing?
I think he's drunk. I can't remember. There's a whole thing about it, but like the thing is that at the end of the day, it is very common for the editors who work for the publishing company to be like, you need to change this so we can sell it better, because obviously everything in this fucking world runs on money.
True.
Yeah. That's why Wattpad exists. And
I'd rather
fanfiction.net.
change it to runs on greed.
Oh yeah, that too.
The other day I saw this quote that is it's kind of funny. It's you can do everything in this world if you don't if you don't step on the foot of like very rich people, you know?
Yeah.
If you do that, you can do everything.
Yeah, and it's also like we all know this because we all do anime, like we all do anime YouTube as a hobby. It can be really hard to get the motivation to do it because you don't get anything out of it other than the enjoyment.
For real.
And it is like,
You just gotta do it for the craft, bro.
yeah, I've also been really
Just doing
fortunate
it
that,
for
like,
the love of the game.
yeah, But it's like at the end of the day, I have been really fortunate to be able to do it while I'm at uni. But if I was full-time working, it would be really hard to keep up with. Like
That's why
I've
I
had-
I
found
wish I
Duncan
started in
quite
lockdown.
impressive.
I can't lie. I really
Yeah.
wish I started in lockdown. That I wish.
Yeah, quite a few. Yeah, bro. Imagine all the time you'd have as well. I'm saying.
Yeah, because I
wish
literally
that
did
too.
nothing for the entirety of lockdown. I was literally up until like 4 o'clock in the morning playing Call of Duty Warzone, and going to sleep till 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Lucky you didn't have to go to school during lockdown. We just had online classes, everything.
Bro, I didn't even do the online classes in some bits.
Speedy, we have mandatory attendance.
Yeah, we didn't. I mean, no, the only thing that we did was homework, and that was it. And like, to be honest with you, the homework didn't even do anything. Literally, there's an app called Show My Homework, and on there was just quizzes, and that's all I did. I for like 5 minutes a day, I just do the quizzes, get it done, play video games.
We were basically that because it's online, there's no reason to not attend, so they just had mandatory attendance for everything.
The only thing that we had to attend for was the college, because I was in the period of when I was technically finishing high school and then going into college. So it was kind of weird because they ended up calculating my grade from I think it was like past papers and your predicted results. And then that's how I got 3s or Ds for everything. I
D's
failed
nuts.
religious.
Speedy
I
got
did- I-
these nuts.
I failed religious studies as well, so...
Womp womp. But you had fucking mandatory religious studies in high school. What the fuck?
I
Yeah.
feel like we had it for one or a few years.
The only things that were
RMS,
optional
religious
were
and moral
geography and
studies.
history. History was the only subject I actually genuinely cared about, but I still managed to fail it because all my writing was so illegible that they couldn't even read half my tests.
Well, I don't really like the way they like assess history though. Like it's cool to learn about it, but they just make you like write a bunch of facts, which is like the most
Yeah,
stale
like,
thing ever.
I was originally considering going to uni to study history, but there's the
That's
whole
what I
thing
wanted
that
to do.
history teaching, like history studying, is so ass because you need to remember all the years and shit.
Exactly,
It's
that's
like-
just silly, bro.
Yeah.
What's
So,
the
oh
point
yeah,
of
in
that?
1973, SALT 1 was signed. What did this do? It's like limited
Yeah,
nuclear
like-
weapons and stuff like that. It's
Well, like, see, that's to me is just such like an archaic, like such like an old school method of like teaching
Yeah.
and assessing. Like, what does that actually mean about
That's
your
why-
knowledge of the history?
Yeah.
Like,
That's why I really like the way our faculty does the linguistics teaching, because it's like we have very few exams. Because the whole point is that you are not studying to remember shit like off the top of your head. You are in university, you are studying ways where you can use that knowledge to create some kind of new scientific discoveries. So there's no fucking
That's
point
the
in
way
just
to
having
go, you know?
exams.
yeah, exactly. Sure,
I
maybe
do not
like
like
there's something where you have to
every
assess
every
method
exam
and-
I touch, I basically fail because it's all memory driven, and it's just like as soon as I enter that place, I'm just like,
It's like I have a couple of there are some topics where exams make sense. Like I'm studying Japanese, so obviously it makes sense that we have exams testing our language skills.
Yeah.
exactly.
But the only ones that are like proper knowledge based, there's obviously like first year courses that like, hey, you need to learn off the top of your head like the basic functionality of university. But after that, it's like we have a one in like theoretical linguistics, which is like all the linguistics theory. And we have an exam on that, but you go to the exam with your study book.
huh.
Because the idea is that you need to be able to find that knowledge in sources and then apply it, rather than hey, you need to remember 7 billion different kinds of theory.
Geez, I got a question for you, right? How do you think a programming exam should be taught? How do you think a programming exam should be done?
You should program something.
My program exam is looking at a code and then figuring out what it does.
I mean, that makes sense. as
And then,
well,
like, on paper, though.
You know, I did that because I did computer science. They did that. They would give you like a script, like on paper,
Yeah.
and you would just like have to explain it.
And then you have to
I
the thing is, then we have to rewrite it by hand to figure out to rewrite it in a way to make it correct.
I did computer
I-
science in secondary school, and we had a couple of those where you had to like figure out what a code
I
does,
actually
but
have
our final work was
somewhere.
that we needed to code a web page in a limited amount of time.
I have.
We
somewhere
had full access
here.
to the internet, but we had to code it by hand rather than use any kind of tool to make them, and that was our final test in computer science.
I have the exam papers here. But these are not exam. These
Bro,
are like
is that allowed?
mock.
How can you just have your exam
No,
at
because,
home? Isn't that like a
These are
After it's
mock.
done.
These are mocks. These are mocks.
okay? I was about to say, isn't that like a breach of the rules? Imagine people just taking the exams home and they just like
No, because
Like a
what happened
national
is I wasn't
exam,
able.
they just send it to people.
I wasn't able to turn up for one of the mock exams, so the teacher gave me the mock exam that we were doing on that particular day. I
That's
mean,
nice of her.
yeah, it's just some old bloke, but yeah.
Oh, there's my misogyny showing up.
Yeah, let's go. But yeah, it's like, okay, this one was a little bit easy, but like, this is the information sheet for it. If you can't read it, my bad, but
Not really. It's a
yeah,
bit
it's
easy.
pixelated. But yeah, it's figure 1 shows some example of data that will be stored. Give 2 reasons why string data type would be used for the item code. I don't know.
Like I'm currently
And
looking
then
at
one
one
of
of the
one of the questions is,
Japanese exams I did, and it's like it's pretty simple. It's like, hey, here's a sentence. Like respond to this question or write a sentence using this like specific speech form, for example.
yeah.
Then there's of
I
course
just
the
don't understand like exams.
there's also the really fun ones, which are the kanji exams, which are basically here's a text, translate it. It's fucking full of kanji. Like some are just like, hey, there's this one special kanji in here. What does it say? But then the later kanji exams are like, hey, here's like a sentence, just translate
They
it.
just give you a full paragraph.
Yeah, and it's.
Give
I'm
3
really bad at kanji. I should know like 500
yeah.
plus kanji at this point. I probably know like 10 off the top of my head. I
How can you
study
remember
kanji.
all of those?
I study kanji and like I get them pretty okay in the kanji tests, and then I just fucking forget all of it.
Like there's one here where it's given an algorithm, and then you have to look at the algorithm and figure out, why will it not work. That's one of the questions that we have. There was one really difficult one, but like I don't think it's on this paper. Maybe it's on a different one, because we got one for a flow chart, which makes sense. Cause I just remember there was one that was very difficult that like no one in the class got right other than one other person. And I don't think I have it.
I still find it really weird that you don't have your exams on electrical form since you're doing fucking.
I
computer science.
I get the exam on the computer because dyslexia and also writing
but
the
it would
system.
make
But like
sense that
everybody
you're
else,
just constantly
everybody
doing
else,
it on computer.
everybody else has a
Yeah,
this.
no, I agree with Cheese. It makes more
Yeah.
logical sense.
Yeah, even the teacher was like, "This is a bit bullshit." That's like,
Don't
there's a
your
program
teachers
exam.
make their own exams?
No,
No, it's national.
What the
bro.
fuck?
national.
What?
What
I assume
the
it is.
fuck?
No,
all of
it's
our
It's all
national.
national, bro. Well, no,
I
no,
mean,
not
I-
actually. Even for me, it's national in uni, but that's just because of medicine. But definitely in
Oh,
secondary
yeah,
school.
Yeah.
medicine makes sense because it
Yeah.
has to be standardized.
Yeah, we have. There's a bunch of exam boards around the country like EdXL, AQA, and Pearson. And they all have their
SQL,
own.
baby, SQL. That's
Oh,
why
yeah,
it's,
'cause you're in
For us,
Scotland.
it's like all of the teachers make their own exams.
Yeah, for us it's not, because we get past exams from obviously past exams,
Or
and then we
SQAs.
get the newest ones for when we do
Yeah.
the exam ourselves in the summer or January, for example.
But so far, there's only been 2 exams I've ever failed in uni.
Ooh.
I failed
in the
Swedish.
original one.
I failed Swedish, and I failed the very first linguistics theory course once, but I passed it on the retry.
I have to wait
How
for
do
my
you
second
guys
attempt at
deal
this
with,
programming exam.
with failing exams?
I don't give a shit
I've
anymore.
kinda
I just
failed
don't
an
care.
exam.
Like,
Like,
if-
actual
I
exam.
was like,
Here,
oh,
if,
shit.
if you
Test
fail,
and stuff.
if you fail an exam, you have 1 chance to retry it, sometimes 2, and then you just need to retake the whole course.
No, but I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
like,
pretty much how it is,
personally. I mean, personally, how do you guys deal when you guys fail an exam? Like, is it something that
Alcohol.
stays with you, or do you just
Oh.
go, you know what,
It-
I'm just gonna be better. on the
It kind
next
of
one."
depends. Like the Swedish one is really annoying because it's a mandatory course that you need to do, and like I'm really shit at Swedish, and I still haven't passed the course. Actually, haven't taken it since, but I need to do it in order to graduate. And at this point, just starting to get really fucking annoying because I've got basically everything else done.
And that's
got-
the only thing that you need to.
Yeah, and at some point, like if I still don't pass it, and it starts to be the only course I need to do to graduate, I'll just fucking send an email to the dean's office like, "Hey, do something about this," because the uni gets paid if I graduate.
Exactly.
For me, it's like, it depends. It's like, sometimes it's like, and then other times it's like, well, fucking shit.
I usually stress, like, I don't like exams. I stress before
Oh, yeah.
exams, but if I fail, it's like, whatever. After that,
Yeah.
I'll just try
I mean,
again.
yeah, it's not much you can do at the point.
Yeah, it's like
Once
when
it's done,
when you're out there, when you get the exam results, it's just like, well, I can't do anything now unless I get like a retry or something. But
Also, it's weird that I stress on the initial exam, but I don't usually stress if I fail an exam and then go to the retry. That's nowhere near as stressful for me somehow, because I already have that previous experience. Like I've been to this exam before, even though it's a different kind of
I
exam.
still
next time.
have that same thing, even though I've retried my GCSEs multiple times over. I just can't crack them.
Yeah, the
When
only
I had
thing
an
that
exam, I would just go. If I'd fail it, I would go, "You fucking idiot! Why didn't you pass it?"
like I have one exam coming up on Monday, and it's like that should be pretty easy. And after that, I just have 2 exams, one of which is stupidly easy, and one is a topic that I really find interesting because it's like Japanese religion. So that one I'm pretty sure that I'll just very excitedly read all the materials and just pass it, because that should be like, it's a topic that I
think
personally
my-
find really interesting.
My first GCSE is English literature.
And then
It's an English
I have
exam.
one, I have the linguistics theory one coming up, but that's
So-
also like I get to take my
so
course book, so I just need
My
to go
first
through
two,
like, hey,
my
this is where I
first
find this.
2 GCSEs that are coming up are, the first one is math non-calculated, which I normally do well on anyway. I do well on my maths exams. I do worse on my English. I just can't crack, like, English one. It just doesn't make sense. Like the ones like, oh, find a quote and why this happens. Like, yeah, that makes sense. But when it's like, oh, analyze a text and explain this, I'm like, I don't know. I don't get it.
I will say to this, because Speedy has sent me some of his GCSE answers in English. The biggest problem you have is that you just wander off topic constantly.
Yeah.
Bro just goes on a million
Which,
tangents.
which means like if you go on a tangent in an essay, your teacher's gonna mark that doesn't count. Like she's just gonna he or she's
Nice.
just gonna completely ignore the bit that is off topic.
But what if it was funny though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have written ones the funny ones. I wrote one in one of my exams. I don't remember the question now, but I wrote a bit about blackmail. So so it was about religion and something. So I was like, oh, religion, this, that, then the other. It's like example, Norwegian black metal bands burning down churches.
That's like,
I mean, I guess that's like
yeah, but
sort
I
of
would,
related to religion.
as a teacher, I would argue that that's off topic and just write off the whole part.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I didn't care.
churches
Like, I
are
didn't care.
religious.
Yeah, but usually as teachers, we are taught that if there's any kind that could be considered hateful, you just don't consider it at all. And church burning could definitely be considered hateful.
Hey, just a tiny bit. Just a tiny
I
bit.
also I also talked about Gintama in one of my exams.
Yeah, the other thing you do,
That's
Speed, is that
crazy.
you go
Yeah.
way too much
the
into
teacher
detail.
just write like at the end of the paper. You should have chosen One Piece.
Yeah, that would have been so funny. But we don't get the papers back, unfortunately. It's just
The
you get the
worst
result.
fucking the first essay I have ever graded was, it was like, I think it was second. I can't fuck. I think it was secondary. It was either like 9th grade or then it was the first grade in high school, and it was like, I think it was an argumentative essay. And one of the kids fucking starts the essay, "If you don't know what anime is, you shouldn't be reading this."
Oh my
Oh my
gosh, bro!
God.
That's an instant F. That's an instant F.
You should have responded with your anime taste is mid.
Yeah.
Fucking mid.
I remember in year so actually to pass one of my, so there's 2 English exams, well 3 technically English exams. There's literature, reading, and then also there's the spoken exam. I've passed the spoken exam. I wrote about a car, the development of a car. They didn't give us anything to go off of or anything, so I was like, it was a tough choice between NASCAR and then the development of this car. So I picked the development of the car and I got a merit.
The best one I've ever written as an essay, this was a Finnish exam, was we had it's a list of topics and you choose whichever you write. I think that this was in my matriculation examination, which is like sort of our version of GCSE, that you get grades for it at the end of high school. You do these like national exams that they are graded by a national board in the capital and shit like that. And the one I chose was the topic was my world, and I wrote about meeting my then girlfriend, and I think I got the second highest grade possible.
Oh, that's
Damn.
cool. That's cool.
That's a whole.
It was the only good thing I ever wrote in anything to do with Finnish. Because our Finnish teacher in high school was very much like creative writing, and I'm really
Ah.
bad at creative writing.
I like creative writing if I can write about anything, but like no.
No, creative
like-
writing speed is you write like a story.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just not good at writing in general because I can't fucking read my own handwriting.
Just speak it, bruh.
Yeah, that's the speaking is the only part I've passed of English. I just literally need to do the written.
Well, you can
all the
just
written.
speech to text it. There, speech
Yeah,
to
text-
text.
text-
instead
text
of
to
You
speech.
can't
Like,
speak
your
in the
exam hall.
you can't speak. Yeah, exactly. You can't speak in the exam hall, nor can you speak to the computer that they're using because it doesn't have text to speech or speech to text.
I had a whole period in uni when I did all my essays with text to speech because I'm right-handed and my right hand I had gone through shoulder surgery and it's like I don't have my right hand. Text to speech.
That reminded me actually. There was another time. It was a practice exam. So no, it wasn't practice. It was just practicing about writing essays and some other shit. And then my teacher called me. I was like, "Why did you write about cars?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just couldn't be bothered to do it." The thing.
And now
I
we
don't
know
even
why
know the
Speedy
question.
fails his GCSEs.
I just lost like my motivation at like year 11. I was just like, I don't care anymore. I really just didn't care. I stopped. What's it? The head of year was reading out the amount of time that you were late for thing. I got 1,000 minutes late in total of that year, and it was only December.
I don't think I was ever late in school.
Like that was over
1,000
from
minutes
September
late.
to
Oh,
December. at that
I
point.
was
Obvi-
always late. I was
Obviously, I've
always
been late in uni, but in uni it doesn't matter because it's like you got overlapping.
No, they don't
courses.
really care as much in
Yeah.
uni.
And it's because uni, you have so much overlap that it's expected that you're late. At least our campus is very small. Like my sister studies in Helsinki, the capital, and their uni is fucking all over the city.
Huh.
Like she sometimes has to travel like 45 minutes between classes because the campus buildings are just fucking all over the city. We at least have everything
Why aren't
except
they
the
all in one
chemistry lab
place?
because it's one of the oldest universities in Finland.
Uh,
So it's like whenever the unit grows larger and larger, they go, hey, we need to buy a new building, and it's in the middle of the city, so they can't exactly just buy a building next door. And it's like it's awful. I think the oldest uni in Finland, it's like mostly in one place, but then they do it like, okay, when they start new like courses, like they started dentistry, for example, they just bought a section of the city and just turned that into the dentistry school, so they are in the different campus to the like main
to
university.
be fair, our college is kind of similar. I mean, most of it is all in one place, but there's like a few buildings throughout the town centre where it's like, oh, it's Bedford College this, Bedford College that.
Yeah, we have everything in one place except for the chemistry lab where they do the dangerous shit. Like that is obvious in a different place. And then there's also one for physics, which is like there's a sports field, a sports stadium in between, and then it's the next building over. But everything's relatively close. Like,
Like
it's
when
5
we had
minutes
to
backwards.
retake the GCSEs last year, we weren't able to do it in the college because there were so many students retaking GCSEs that like they had to rent out another school's gymnasium for all their the college kids to go there and retake
We had our matriculation examination was in the city gymnasium as well because it needs to be it's governmentally mandated that it has to be an open area where you can see everyone.
Yeah, that's exactly kind of what we happened. The only exceptions to that rule is people with special needs who go into a special room.
Yeah,
dedicated
we
for
also
that,
have that.
but, like,
They have a special needs room, and it's like,
or if like
that-
you're dyslexic, you just get coloured paper or some sort of reading like helping device.
I think
Colored
we have.
paper. How does that
I
help?
think we have everyone in this same like special needs room, unless you have something like ADHD. Then you can have your own private room where there's
Wait,
only one teacher
consumer,
present.
hold on a second.
supervising
Wait,
you.
coloured. Wait, do you not know about the whole coloured paper dyslexic thing?
No, I was about to say, what does that have to do with being able to read?
I don't know. It just helps.
What color is the paper?
My one's blue.
Wait, the paper is blue and
The text is still like.
Wouldn't
It
that
can
be
help reduce
distracting?
visual stress
I was
caused
literally
by the
thinking,
glare of
like,
white
harder to
paper.
read or something's less
Yeah.
Dyslexic
contrast.
people often use colored paper because it can reduce visual stress caused by the glare of white paper, making it easier to read text by improving contrast and reducing the strain on their eyes.
But surely it
I
makes
think
it less contrast. Because
I'm sure there's some much smarter
I think
person
maybe it's more
doing
about like
like
the fact
this.
that you see the white of the paper, your brain connects it to an exam, makes you anxious, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know,
fair
because like
enough.
certain words I read them, they don't like words that mush together, and it doesn't make sense.
One thing that I absolutely love about my uni is that basically everything's computerized because I'm dyslexic, but we just use Word and Word will just go, hey, this word is wrong.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I'm passing this fucking course, because like every time I spell something wrong, I just literally just right click
Yeah.
and change it to the correct word I need.
Basically, the only stuff we don't do is computerized is if we have like mass lecture exams or if it's language exams like Japanese or Swedish or something like that.
Wait, hold on a second. Consumer, aren't you like trying to be a doctor?
Mm.
Why don't you know about this already? The whole dyslexic thing. Why don't you know about it?
I'm
That's a
assuming
teaching
consumers.
thing, I feel like.
Yeah. I'm assuming consumer is
I thought-
specialized into something other than. There's a.
You're a
it's- at
doctor.
least
You
for-
should know this.
At least for us, it's
I don't think
like,
that's how it works.
it's English students, for example, who have a specialization for dyslexia and linguistic students.
What?
And then you can do like special ed teacher training where they go further in detail about dyslexia because, I mean, obviously there are probably researchers for it, but at least for like everyday use, it's more a teacher thing.
Yeah.
Consumer, what is your specialization in med school?
No, I haven't.
What
We don't
what kind of
specialize until
doctor are you gonna do?
afterwards. But I think I probably might be a pediatrician.
It's nice.
That's what I would like. to
Wait,
do.
hold on.
Why?
Can you still can you still get me my steroids if you're a pediatrician? That's something that I need to know. That's something that
Unfortunately, I don't think there are that many kids in need of
A bit of
steroids.
that
I don't
TRT.
know actually.
Just hit those infants with a bit of TRT.
Yeah, he's like, let's go.
There's
Worried
gonna
about
be a
the
toddler
kids.
with Trentan.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Oh, no.
See, giga chads. You get them into the sport early.
Yeah, he's just a little, he's feeling a little.
And
sick.
our-
okay. Yeah.
welcome to
Just,
the
just
bodybuilding competition.
100 milligram on TNT per day. TRT per day.
Great friend.
Yeah,
Welcome to
that's
the
gonna-
bodybuilding competition, where our contestants are 5, 6, and 3.
7-year-old with Trentan.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
they just pick up a
God.
car and throw it out the window.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's so many
God, I
things I
love
would
this
have
shit.
liked to study, but I ended up with English because like my high school is like I'm gonna go on a military career. I don't need to care about school, and then my grades weren't good enough to get into. I kind of wanted to do marine biology, but I didn't take biology in high school, so I couldn't get into the marine
Aw.
biology one, which was very annoying.
Is there not like another
wanted to-
pathway?
You know what is actually annoying? It's
Like,
a
I-
lot of stuff that you study in high school. Like by the time you figure out what you want to do with your life, sometimes like you could have maybe spent a little bit more attention with that stuff if you know that. But
Yeah.
it-
There's also like a thing. I feel like our universities, like the modern system of getting into uni is fucking ass. I'm not going to talk about that, but like our uni does it in a very smart way because you have your primary subject, you have your and you two secondary subjects. And if you complete like the way it's split is we have our basic studies, then we have our advanced studies and specialized studies in each subject. The only one for every course where you do the advanced and basic ones, you need to do at least 5 credits worth of specialized studies, and in your main subject you do 15. But the idea is if you do if you complete the basic and advanced studies, and it's a program that our university offers, you can then apply to change that secondary subject into your primary one.
Have you guys like random question? Have you guys ever skipped a subject in school? Like skipped a lesson?
no.
I've skipped lessons. I've skipped
Okay.
lessons in high school, but
Yeah, I meant to say lessons, not subject. Sorry.
In uni, all the time.
oh,
In
in
school?
uni, all the
No,
fucking
probably
lectures, all the lectures.
Yeah, all the time, bro.
My fucking master's program supervisor said that lectures are for people who can't read. So, like, yeah, I've skipped lessons in uni.
Because I skipped so many lessons, especially in like the last year of school, because it was just so shit. The teachers were like most of the teachers were just not good at all. Can't lie.
Like in high school, for example, I had a permission that I didn't need to attend English classes.
Really?
I
How did
mean,
you
I
get
spoke. I spoke fluent English, and that was still like we're learning to speak English, so there's no point in me being there. So I just went to the exams.
Because I skipped like quite a few lessons back in the day just because the teachers, I just didn't like them, and they were just like shouting
The only
all
ones
the
I
time.
the only ones I skipped was math.
Yeah, I that was
I
literally
hate
like,
math.
I would get shouted at by this teacher. I'm just like, what's the point even turning
Also-
up? It's just like whenever you ask me a question, I'm like, sir, I don't get it. Can you explain to me? It's like, you should get it. I'm like, I don't. Explain it.
That's awful teaching.
Thing though.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
don't you
I think that
understand?
This is the same. This is this. This is the
Admittedly,
same teacher who's thrown a chair at a student.
Admittedly,
somehow didn't lose his
as a
job.
teacher, I can, as a soon-to-be hopefully teacher, I can say that there's probably a correlation with you skipping classes and not understanding things.
Why don't you understand?
I wasn't
Like,
here.
Here's the thing though. Cheese. I think that like listening to your guys' stories, I think that, and now I can 100% confirm that that's an international thing. That math teachers are like the worst.
Oh yeah, we had basically in Finland you have short math and long math you can take in high school, and the teacher who was
Maths
teaching.
for short, maths for people under 5'5".
Yeah, it's like it's the level of maths you go into, and it's like the one who taught the long math. She had tried several years to become a university professor, and she was never accepted. And she took that out on all the students. Like, I started with the long study length of math, and the first thing she says to us is, "Most of you will probably not pass this course." I was like, "Fuck it, yeah, I'm changing." Like she was such an asshole because she wanted to be a university teacher and she wasn't skilled enough.
Rip. Take the just take the L and deal
I
with
just here's the thing. Math teachers, most of them are like, I'm gonna explain it once. If you
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
it, you get it. If you
My-
don't, fuck you. That's basically.
Yeah, my physics teacher in high school was the fucking best, and he was also one of the math teachers, but we also had the other one who was fucking shite. But, like, basically his thing was like, I don't expect you to be on the courses. I don't expect you to attend. The only thing I expect from you is that you pass the exams. Whereas, like,
Reasonable.
it was like, if you feel like you can teach yourself this better than I can, feel free to do so.
In the first year of high
Reasonable.
school, I had a really good maths teacher, and she would explain everything very well, but and also to help me out when I need help because I always needed extra help because maths is difficult. But what happened is when went to year 10, 11, that's got switched up. So I got the teacher who was also the head of the year, and he was just a massive dick. That's it. That's all I could see. And then I just didn't really pay attention because it was just like the lessons were either him fighting with the students, as in arguing with the students, and nothing ever happening, or just complete silence and then you could barely ask a question.
Probably my best teacher I've ever had is my she's like the, don't know what the word is in English, but she's our she was the, like, she's the supervisor of the bachelor's program, but she's also like the student help person kind of at the uni, and she's like the best teacher I've ever had.
Yeah,
Very, very good.
I have some pretty good math teachers now because they're the college math teachers and they're actually good at explaining stuff.
Yeah,
I
the
had
big-
some.
I actually got a
math
higher
teachers,
grade in my
but
maths than last
to
year.
compensate that, I had like two of the most wonderful English teachers. That's like my two math teachers. They were both like again, you either get it or you don't. Fuck off if you don't. And the English teachers, they always wanted us to understand why we were studying stuff. You know, like she was not just like reading the books and be like, oh, just translate this. She was like, you guys need to be interested in that, you know. And that was kind of like what made me kind of like fall in love with studying English and stuff like that, you know.
Oh, it's absolutely, like, if you find what you're studying interesting, you can talk about internal and external motivation. The internal motivation is like by far the best way to learn anything. If you want to learn something, you will learn it like a million times better than if you're forced to learn it.
Yeah.
Which is why, in general, like, things like arts yield a lot better results in school than stuff like math. Because
math can be fun, man. Math
it can,
is
but
very
it's
satisfying.
on
I think that
average more
math
people.
is cool. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Like people that can do math, it's fucking cool. But there's just something. my brain
also,
cannot
like,
comprehend that stuff.
If you take like a slice of any given demographic, you will find that there are far more people who find things like history and art and philosophy to be more interesting than math.
Yeah.
And that's why those
Yeah.
subjects, on average,
You guys have
always
never
get better
spoken to a
scores.
mathematician. These guys
I
can
have.
yap about numbers
know.
for forever. I'm like, what
I
is there
know.
even to talk about?
But on like
Maybe
an average slice of the population, the number of people who are interested in math is significantly lower.
Yeah,
True.
can't lie.
I wish I could be one of these guys, unfortunately. God
I
had
mean,
the nerve, for me,
like-
unfortunately.
I'm
I
good
love
at-
physics,
I'm
but I
good
can't
at
do the
maths.
math part of it.
I'm actually pretty decent at maths because it makes sense to in my brain rather than English. Like the English lessons generally just don't make sense in my head, especially when it's like
Weirdly,
analyzing and things.
If
It's
I
like, I
Weirdly,
just
one of
don't
my-
get
I
it.
suffer from a thing called the dyscalculia,
Oh.
or something like that, which basically like the numbers kind of like messed up in my head. So that's why I was
Yeah.
never good in math. But I always thought that it's cool. I just had teachers that, fortunately, they didn't have that much patience to explain stuff to me.
I like
Which is
numbers.
unfortunate.
I've always been really good with languages, except for weirdly Swedish, but I think that's more because we had to learn Swedish. And like my big problem with Swedish is that I feel like it's gotten to the point where I absorb other languages much easier. And when I'm trying to study Swedish, because my currently two weakest languages are Japanese and Swedish, with Japanese being much stronger than Swedish, it's like if I try to learn Swedish, it's just gonna be, hey, I know exactly what this would be in Japanese.
Oh boy.
I remember we were trying to for pretty much the entirety of school up until about year 9, we were forced to learn French. I didn't want to learn French because French. Yeah, like the only kick I got out of learning French was basically I just did nothing for the entirety of the lesson other than write the date in French, because I just copy it from the board, and also the time we got to watch the Taxi movie.
B actually speaks a bit of French. She's the same as me, that she just likes learning languages.
It is cool learning languages. Like
Yeah, like
it's
I used to
fun.
speak a bit of Chinese as well, but I haven't used it in
I kept begging
Ni hao
my
ma.
8 years.
I kept-
早上好，我现在我有冰淇淋，
I kept begging my teacher to switch me from French to Spanish.
Yeah, my
but-
big
but-
problem with Chinese was always with the tones, because like if you say she, it's all like different fucking. I don't remember half of the tones anymore. Also,
some-
our Chinese teacher in uni was fucking asshole.
But yeah, for some reason I couldn't get switched to Spanish, and for some reason, so like that was the only language I actually
guys know
wanted to
that,
learn,
like,
but then I never did. So
a lot of the languages that like derive from Latin, they're very similar to each other. Like for example, Italian to Spanish to Portuguese.
You have
From
what I call
Spain.
the Anglo-European languages that are
Exactly.
derived from Latin.
Is English and German a bit different from those ones, or are they also the same as them?
They
I'm
are.
gonna
You have like they're basically different groups nowadays. It's all part of the Anglo-European languages, but then there's the then they split into Germanic languages, and then there's the more Latin-based languages that I don't currently remember the name for, and those are the two primary language groups in Europe. Like English
What
is a
about
Germanic.
what about all them Russian boys? Their stuff sounds way different. Than
Slavic languages are a different language group, and then you have also the Finno-Ugric languages, which are a fourth and very minor language group, only consisting of 3 major European languages.
is that like Hungarian?
Europe is just so.
Finno-Ugric ones are Finnish, Hungarian, and Estonian. They're obviously smaller languages because the thing is that our language groups comes from somewhere currently indeterminate area in the Central Asian steppe, so they're very different linguistically.
Mongolia.
You're all Mongols.
Yes, exactly. We are Mongoloids.
Cheese has got. Yeah.
Except I don't count because my family comes from Norway, so I don't actually look traditionally Finnish.
Boy.
What do Finnish people look like? Do they look Asian?
Not cheese.
Not really. Not really.
I still
They
find
don't
it
look like
weird
cheese.
that,
The only like major Finnish facial features are you tend to have very high cheekbones and relatively short and round nose, which is like the nose and cheekbones are like the only even vaguely Asiatic features of Finnish people. But I have a relatively flat face and a very long straight nose.
I have a fat ass nose.
I mean, Asian people in general tend to have wider noses. It's weirdly, like Northern European especially have narrow noses, and Slavic people have narrow noses, and they're like the only two groups that.
Well, I don't have a narrow nose.
Yeah, same consumer.
And we are now
I
getting
don't
very
think anyone
dangerously close
here
to
has
eugenics.
a narrow nose here.
We're now getting very dangerously close to eugenics.
What about plastic surgery?
I didn't say I should have a narrow nose. I'm just saying like I don't have one.
Plastic surgery is
to have
eugenics
one, though?
light.
That's the question.
Also, I will say, genetically speaking, if all of us started bodybuilding, I am like 99% certain the consumer would look the best. Because it's just the fact that people with African origin just always look so fucking good when they start getting
West
muscular.
West Africans, East Africans, Kenyan people, they all look like sticks, bro.
Bro, I'm part Kenyan. I'm
Yeah,
part
they
Kenyan.
all look like sticks.
A bit.
Like your marathon runners, like that's how they're all
Okay,
built.
let's do something then. We're all gonna start training like for a bodybuilder contest now. In 1 year, we're all gonna take TRT and see who gets the better body. Okay?
What is this guy's obsession with TRT, bro?
He just wants to get hench. Leave the guy
Bro,
alone.
I just want to look like massive.
I've got
What
some.
if you
I actually
die
got
at
more
30,
musculates
bro?
now.
What if
I
you
got some.
die at 30? Would it be worth it?
Well done, Speedy.
What?
Yeah, but my old boss died
got
at like 45
musculates.
of a heart attack because he
Ooh,
was a
look at- look at-
professional.
I got the
Exactly.
musculates. Look, it's a little bit musculated.
Speed is getting muscly.
Musculated. My musculates are
I've been
getting
watching
bigger.
Football clips for the last hour and a half.
Unfortunately, I don't have. Oh, sorry. What did you say, consumer?
I've literally just been watching football clips for the last hour.
My problem is that I don't have like my biceps. are
Animate,
very
see the
long,
flex-
so I'm
let's see
never
the
gonna
flex,
have
let's see
those,
the
like,
bicep
huge
curls.
biceps.
Animate for the fans who decide to stick around. Let's see the bicep curls.
Bro,
I mean,
don't-
bicep flex.
but
Flex the
there's not
biceps.
much- There's not much going on over here, unfortunately, though.
Yo, he kind of hench though.
Just gonna-
You got some big arms though.
He got big arms. bro.
Yeah,
Your big arms.
Genetically, yeah. Even though I don't work out. Here, an update. We're starting gym next week.
Let's fucking go.
Let's
Bro,
go!
We're literally almost a third of the way, a quarter of the way into the year. Only
Yeah.
now.
Because I
You're
was
Only
starting
now.
your
I
New
was
Year's
waiting
resolution.
for the fake people that like
For the
Yeah.
fake
Please,
people.
drop
so
out.
you could jump in. Yeah.
Exactly. So I can be the fake one. Okay. No, but yeah. What was I saying?
Hey,
Yeah,
Anime,
gym.
if I come to Italy this year, we'll go to the gym, right?
Yeah. I'm actually, if you come to Italy, I'm gonna bring you to some restaurants. I'm gonna make you eat
Yeah,
some nice
I want a
pasta here.
pizza.
I was
It's
actually just
a
about
proper
to say that.
Italian. But weirdly,
I
the
actually
best
really
place-
want to try
the
some
best-
Italian pizza.
I have been to Italy once, but the best place where I ever had pizza was in Greece.
Real. Ooh,
It was
I would like to try
admittedly it was like this tiny fucking ancient Italian lady who was running a pizza restaurant in Greece.
Yeah, but that's
and
like
it
the
was
best type,
fucking
though. That's the
pizza-
best type.
It's the
Yeah,
best
for real.
fucking pizza I ever had. So good.
Bro, pizza. is
The best
so
pizza I had, I think, was in Malta at the moment, but I can't lie.
If
Pizza
pizza
Hut does
didn't
some pretty nice
exist,
pizza.
I think I would probably already be a bodybuilder by now.
Wait. Go to no, Anime now. Just keep working out. You'll get incredibly hungry. You now have a reason to get extra meat on your pizza.
Bro, unfortunately, I am.
Hey, Tony, give me extra meat.
I am mesomorph. I think that's what you say.
The body for type things are fucking bullshit.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're
they don't
bullshit.
really
Don't
work.
bother.
Just-
Have you been watching V Shred? Have you been listening to
God.
V Shred? No,
God.
don't follow them. Don't
You
follow them.
know.
No, I don't.
No.
I have,
Fuck V Shred.
bro.
Says my favorite TikTok guy, so I must trust him.
Who's your
Exactly.
favorite TikTok guy?
Scotty Farno Fitness.
Anyways,
No,
I need to head
Scott-
off, beautiful.
Yep.
people.
Fallout guy.
Let's end the episode here. We had some
Yeah, let's
some
oh,
anime
shit,
talk
yeah.
going on.
We talked a
Let's
little bit.
start
No,
off
there's golf
strong.
girls on my TikTok again.
And
Then
then
it
we
evolved into
drifted off into
meatheads.
nothingness.
We
Exactly.
drifted off into meatheads, as they call
Yeah.
in Finland.
Meatheads.
Yeah,
Well,
they-
thanks again
they-
for watching
I'm gonna get
the
food.
podcast.
Yep,
If
I'm
you
hungry.
if you come this far, please leave a like. Maybe think about leaving a comment. Let us know what are your thoughts on whatever we talked about on this episode. And
We don't even know.
Go
What did
and
we
watch
talk
animated
about?
My new videos because we finally fucking uploaded.
Yeah,
For real,
start
now,
watching
I think
our videos again,
we're
please.
all about to upload a video, please. So subscribe to all of our individual
Yeah.
channels. And see you next time. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Oh fuck,
We,
where's the
we
off
must
button?
forever keep ahead the queen wave
Yeah.
now that the queen has passed.
Yeah,
Exactly.
rip my game.
Is it
We're
the